Yeah, welcome everybody to I Don't Give a Fuck Friday.
Pretty fucking much.
That is just where I'm at this point.
Yeah.
It has been the week from hell and not the kind of hell that I enjoy. So
Exactly.
we got a doozy for you. We're happy to kick off your
Ooh,
weekend celebrations with this putrid absolutely shit-tastic list by Loudwire, one of our favorites.
Oh, yeah.
I already smell JD in here somewhere.
Oh, even if his name isn't listed, it's got his stink all over it.
His influence is there.
It is.
So hopefully, I'm sure everybody's had their trials and tribulations this week, especially as we go into the full moon, which is going to be a hell of a cycle.
Oh,
I don't even want to talk about it. It's so horrible. Yeah, it's like 2 fucking days full of in which we're supposed to stay grounded. So everybody, make sure that you try to keep your center as we go into this horrible emotional fuck fest.
Oh,
yep, my fucking neighbors woke me up at 4 a.m. today. No fucks Friday.
Oh.
Goddamn right. I got vehicle troubles again. I got people making some shit up, not liking us, whatever. Just all across the fucking board. I'm not even going to go into it because it ain't worth it. So let's get to it. Let's get to the drinking and let's get to this list.
yes.
But before we do that,
Yes.
let's go ahead and check in with our wonderful family over at Son of a Bitch. Villain Arts Tattoos. See how fucking mad I am? God damn it.
Check it out.
That's right. Now, this month, people, in Chicago, Mischief and Reaper are on the way to bring you all the fun, all the laughters, and all the frightfully goodness. And just to let you guys know that there's a lot of entertainment that's in this commercial that actually isn't currently performing. So there's like so much cooler stuff going on with the convention right now. So if you're in the Chicago area, come on down.
Yes.
Let us get to Loudwire's top 50 frontmen and front women.
Yes.
They decided to tackle both ends of the spectrum. As if they don't fuck up the one enough, they got to fuck them both up. So I can already see where this is going. Due to number 50, this is a travesty.
You know what else is a travesty? That goddamn left nipple.
Again, folks, if you find your left nipple lazy and sad, feed it some dessert. Take some chocolate sauce, throw it on there. Maybe it'll put a smile on its face. I don't fucking know. Get Kyler. As if our week wasn't bad enough, we have to be fucking intruded on by the lazy Danzig nipple. I don't know why this just popped in my head. I was thinking this make a great T-shirt. Yeah, I wasn't ready either. It just kind of snuck up on me like a small troll.
And that's why Genghis is a chaotic little ice cream demon.
You know, I was just thinking after seeing that, what a great T-shirt that would be to have like the shadow of it, like his shadow, not actually him, because you know he'd kill us if we printed a Danzig shirt, but to have him and his lazy nipple and call it the ghost of the lazy Danzig nipple. I would wear it, and I'm a fan of Danzig, but damn it, man, put a shirt on.
I love that idea. That's great. Oh shit.
This is your nipple on sadness. Make it happy. All right, here we go. So this is a fucking
nipple on sadness.
Yes. So why? Oh Jesus. I agree 100%. So why they would put this man at 50? We're not talking about of all time here. We're just saying top 50. That's it. So Will Ramos of Lorna Shore at number 50?
Hell no.
He's like the hottest fucking sensation as a frontman of a younger, you know, new generational band that's coming up, and they're just fucking killing it, and you put him at 50? Yes. That's a good idea too, John. I love it. But seriously, though, why would they put this guy at number 50? He doesn't belong at 50.
Absolutely not. Top 20 at least.
You read my fucking mind. So, naturally, there's some shit that comes after this. So, let's find out why they only ended up at 50. There's no telling how far Lorna Shore can go with Will Ramos on the mic, but since he joined the deathcore act, they've already released a Song of the Year with To the Heckfire and an Album of the Year with Pain Remains. There's no telling how far Lorna Shore can go with Will Ramos. How the fuck do you start off your reasoning for having him on this list and then say that they have Song of the Year and Album of the Year? Motherfuckers, let me fix this mixed up, fucked up sentence. Sky's the fucking limit with this guy. There is nobody else that can sing like him, especially in the deathcore genre. He is a pioneer of something that most people cannot fucking do.
Yes.
Ramos has proven to be one of extreme metal's captivating vocalists, through his monstrous lows, shrieking highs, and along with an array of filthy animal sounds. Yes. You know, that's a good one too. Keep them coming throughout the broadcast.
I can make those happen.
Exactly. We're taking this all into account. That belong in a horror movie. Totally fucking true.
Absolutely.
It's obvious that Lorna Shore struck gold when they recruited Ramos. So why have him at number 50? You stupid.
Exactly.
Next.
And Meh. All right. Next one, Brian Garris of Knocked Loose. I saw them live. I didn't particularly enjoy it.
I guess my question is, if this guy's such a big deal, how's come he's not on anybody's radar?
Yeah, that's fair.
I haven't seen. I mean, I get the metal injection stuff every day. I get the Loudwire and all the different articles and stuff. They don't ever talk about this guy. So how is he number 49?
That's a good fucking question.
So let's see what they have to say.
All righties. The energy of the heavy music underground has long been concentrated into the hardcore scene, and Knocked Loose is one of the genre's modern forebearers. But it's Brian Garris's high-pitched yowls that help separate Knocked Loose from the pack. Along with being a fierce, energetic frontman who can hold an audience in the palm of his hand, he's a true original through his vocal style. Okay.
If I don't know, but if you're a hardcore fan and have always been a hardcore fan, excuse me, wouldn't you say all of those frontmen are very high energetic, very high energy? There's really not one that stands out more than the other when it comes to hardcore music, except for maybe the lead vocalist of shit. I can't think of it at the moment. But even Jamie Josta from Hatebreed. Mm-hmm. Those are the ones they're always talking about. They always reference, and they pick this guy.
Yeah, that's a nope.
I just don't know. His true original? Well, how is that original? They all kind of scream the same way, don't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's hardcore music. You're going to get nothing but screaming, a little bit of talking here and there. A
little bit of squealing. That's about it.
And if they squeal, it's just God's fucking awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if this guy even belongs on the list, in my opinion. If you're a fan, obviously out there in Three Witches Land, if you're a fan of Knocked Loose, that's fine. You're allowed to be. If you think the guy's badass, great. But never heard of him. Next. Another travesty. What in the utter blue fuck? Again, this is I don't give a fuck Friday, and if I piss Loudwire off, then I have done my job.
I agree.
Right. So at 48, they rein in with Travis Ryan of Cattle Decapitation.
How the fuck is that way at 48?
We're talking about one of the foremost kings of death metal today. Yeah. They are absolutely killing it. They're about to drop an album, as I understand it. And it's very, very, everyone's been waiting for it. Absolutely. So you stick this guy at 48 instead of the top 20. Really?
Lame.
What were you thinking? You weren't thinking. That's what. Now this is great. Unfettered Brutality is Cattle Decapitation's game, and Travis Ryan is the twisted, snarling head of the beast. Now, this is fucked up, what they say here.
Yeah.
A Swiss Army knife of grotesque sounds, Ryan has disgusted his way to the apex of death metal vocalists.
What?
Disgusted his way. I'm sorry. How in the fuck do you disgust your way to the top?
Like that.
Obviously, this no dick loser doesn't
Mhm.
know anything about death metal.
Exactly.
I mean, he wouldn't even say that
No.
if he saw how many fucking listeners they have, how many followers, how many
Mhm.
shows they pack the fuck out. And believe
Exactly.
me, you know, there's a reason that bands like this of the underground don't want to be on big stages. They actually love their fans. And this guy
Exactly.
is super fucking popular in death metal. He's right up there with motherfucking Corpse Grinder.
Yep.
Seriously, there's Corpse Grinder and then him. That's it.
Exactly. Yep.
So you call him a Swiss Army knife of grotesque sounds.
Right.
This is just so interesting, especially stretching the boundaries of his vocal cords throughout the 2010s. Mind you, he spelled it Cords. Go back to language school, you prick!
Yeah.
Oh, man. Cited as an influence for modern death metal and deathcore singers. Do you see what you just said there and you stuck him at 48? Shame on you!
Agreed.
Cited as an influence for modern death metal and deathcore singers. So he's not even just influencing one genre, he's influencing tons of them.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just stop it. Go to Genghis' school.
Exactly, Kyler. Exactly, Kyler. And we're only 2 in.
I know.
Yikes.
And I'm already upset. How about
Yeah.
that?
Jeez. All right.
Damn it.
This next one, I have no idea who the fuck this is.
Let me see here. Oh. Now, see, they're about to do another huge disservice because this guy passed away not too long ago and is hailed as one of the best of the genre. And there was no telling what kind of awesomeness he could have continued to do with the band Power Trip. And we're talking about Riley Gale. So fucking huge in the South. They're from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
They came out of the underground and they were shooting motherfucking stars. Suddenly, tragedy had struck and he's no longer with us. Everybody mourned this guy's passing, and you put him at 47.
I'm worried to see what he says here.
Oh, I know.
All right. Out of the Texas underground came Power Trip and vocalist Riley Gale in the 2010s. Draped in an infectious, don't give a fuck attitude, Gale blew up every stage he ever performed on, hitting the pinnacle of his powers during the band's Nightmare Logic cycle. Though he left us far too young, his raw energy was a breath of fresh air in the thrash scene, and his charitable heart always focused on giving back to those less fortunate.
And you put him at number 47.
That's bullshit.
Kyler, I want to say about a year ago. It was either a year to a year and a half ago he passed.
And it says, he left us too soon, so clearly this was written after he died. So they have no excuses.
That's what I'm saying. They fucking outed themselves right there. They basically gave the man a pretty decent eulogy here, but dishonor him by putting him so low on the list.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, this guy would definitely be top 20 material. I'm so mad now. I'm so mad that I want the Wolf Hawk to come destroy Loudwire headquarters, because what I'm about to tell you out there in Three Witches Land is going to blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Number 46. Odorous Urungus of Gwar.
46.
Number 40 fucking 6. Are you kidding me? If it wasn't for him, we would have never had the monolith that is Guar.
Exactly.
Legendary. Shit, he reached Peter Steele status by going on Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Because they had him on. What? This guy was Guar was literally from the 90s to even now. Everyone packs their fucking shows. They are fucking legends.
Exactly.
You know, people talk about, gimmicky and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me tell you, literally thousands, probably to 1 million by now, love this fucking band. The music, the attitude, the crazy shit they do on stage, gimmick or not, goddamn it, people love it. That's the one thing I always disagree with the Great Hoof Beast. There is nothing wrong with a gimmick if it is cool and people dig it.
Agreed.
I mean, unless you're, trying to be like Spinal Tap and it's God's awful, you just have to laugh. Nobody laughed at Guar. Everybody thought it was the coolest fucking shit ever. Exactly. And this is how they pay Odorous back. Really?
Shame.
Smash again and again. A god in several galaxies, Guar front thing. Front thing?
Front thing?
Oh, Odorous is a thing?
Apparently.
Apparently you don't have a thing.
No cover just for you.
Odorous Urungus performed much of his finest work in the 21st century. A rare mix of brute force, hilarity, absurdity, a distinct voice. That means when you hear him sing, you know it's them.
Exactly.
That fucking says a lot. How many times do we say there are so many genres that are overladen with the same kind of band?
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to discern between one or the other. This guy's voice was definitely something different and to be held. Odorous was able to get away with atrocities no human could while relentlessly entertaining us along the way. Though Odorous has returned to his home planet, Guar continues in the image he created, spilling the blood of various celebrities on stage while rocking out for all to enjoy. And this is how you repay him. Fuck you!
Agreed.
Agreed. I absolutely agree, Kyler. How? What?
Why? No.
Everybody out there.
Can we just skip it and not talk about it?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what the comment crowd has to say.
I know my dad likes a stupid ass band.
I'll propose this to you. What do you make of baby metal?
No.
I'm not going to read it. And it's not that I have a problem with any female vocalist in metal. I fucking love it. But this is something, I don't know. I tried. I listened. When my son was still a teenager, he introduced it to me. And I said, all right, I'll give it a try. And I couldn't stop laughing. Literally sounds like 12-year-olds singing in front of an excellent metal band.
Essentially, yeah.
The music's great. The vocals, not so great.
And, I kind of feel like that band, all the band members get equal, screen time and shit. So why is she such a great, front woman?
Yeah, that's kind of my question here. Why are they putting only one of the 3 women that front that band?
Exactly.
One?
Yeah.
That's gotta make the other 2 fuck are you? I mean, that's what I would do. I'd be like, what the bitch, man? We all put in the work.
Yeah.
Loudwire, shame on you.
Agreed.
Oh, now this is interesting.
This is
Okay.
interesting.
This is a band that doesn't really get mentioned a lot.
They don't. They're good though. I saw them live.
Yeah, I've definitely heard some tracks by them, and honestly, they get a lot of good press as well. So if you're not familiar with Amorphous, check them the fuck out. They are heavy in their own right, brutal in their own way. Tommy Joutson, yeah, okay. Obviously, Amorphous is from the other side. Right. So after a decade with Pasi Koshkin up front, it was time for a change in 2005. Well, maybe they were going in a different direction. Yeah. I don't know. It's possible. Much like Iron Maiden started out, they had somebody they thought was perfect. No. The dynamic Tommy Joutson was tapped for the gig and with his analgesic.
What?
Analgesic. The word is analgesic.
I know. I'm like, what?
That's the shit you find on the back of one of like an aspirin bottle for a type of drug. What in the hell?
No, it literally is. It means pain reliever.
Told you! It's on the back of the bear aspirin bottle. That's what you say about this guy? Oh, you suck balls.
Agreed.
Oh, and here, this is really funny. They follow it up with honey-throated cleans. So you're saying he's got honey cords?
You saying he's sticky? Or you're saying he's sweet? The fuck?
Or do you want his sweetness?
Maybe they want his honey.
Exactly where I was going. So that means when Robert Plant was talking about your honey drip, he was talking about Tommy Johnson.
No.
I can't make that shit up if I tried. No. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the brawn of his bowel emptying growl. So it's music to
hang on. Hang on now. Is he a painkiller or is he a stool softener? Like, make up your mind.
Is he chocolate flavored? What the fuck? How? Obviously, this person doesn't like him. Because who else would describe somebody like this, the frontman of Amorphous, to the toilet?
Yeah.
Anywhoozle, launched a new and highly successful new chapter. You already said new once. You had to say it again.
Say
it again. All right. Of the band. Joutson, a highly under-celebrated vocalist?
Yeah.
Question mark?
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, I guess so, but I mean, everyone knows the guy. Brought sublime melodies to now career-defining albums like Eclipse and Skyforger with a flavor of the Amorphous of old when switching gears.
That was painful.
You know, it kind of makes me feel like I have to shit.
Well, I mean, they did just say that his growls clear your bowels or whatever.
That's it. Whenever I got to take an aggressive shit, I'll throw some Amorphous on and see if he helps me clean out. If so, I'll fucking order a patent and we'll call it the Tommy.
No,
it gets worse, folks. It gets worse.
It's the bowel growler.
A bowel growler. I have this picture of an ass with, and you got the cheeks, right? And then there's teeth inside the crack. And they're going, I mean, that is that's exactly what bowel growler means to me. That is what I see in my demented fucking head. What in the hell?
You did it. You broke Gagus.
I win again. I mean, holy shit. Now that should be a t-shirt
Oh, crap.
with the words Tommy above. Oh man, I don't think I'll ever get over
shit.
that. Is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I
Woo!
agree. Oh, shit.
And then they turned right around, smack us in the face with a 24-inch dong, and put the lead singer of Watain at number 43.
Are you fucking kidding me? 43.
Top 20, you fuckballs. What the hell, you
Agreed.
pringled fuck?
Yeah. All right. In the 21st century, Watain have been the torchbearers of the destructive mentality, ushered in with the second wave of black metal. Eric Danielson, the band's grime-covered frontman, is the orchestrator of evening rituals, bringing a sincere sense of danger to Watain's stage, which is littered with flaming tridents. Danger! Littered with flaming tridents and remains of dead animals, with their bones often reconfigured to decorate the mic stands.
Hell yeah.
Earlier in their career, he would douse fans in buckets of pig blood. What's more black metal than that?
Well, who the fuck doesn't love a good, bloodbath every now and again? I know I do.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. Did they even say a single thing, like, actually about his voice?
Not a
No.
thing.
Not a single
No, just what
thing.
he's known for.
Yeah. Which, the gimmick is great, but like, that's not all. Tell us why you like him.
That just goes to show you the idiocracy of Loudwire to throw a singer on only based on what he has done as a frontman and not his voice.
Exactly.
The whole point of this, as I'm sure everybody in Three Witches Land has already kind of figured out, these people are being honored for their vocal ability.
Yes.
Now, it is literally just as important, if not more important, than what they do on stage.
I'll agree with you there, Kyler. Yeah.
I'll take either. It just depends on the day. Really? Why would they put him on at 42?
I don't know.
He should still be higher up. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're about to talk about another great hardcore band of the last 20 years. Converge. Anybody who knows the name knows that they are synonymous with kick-assery. Okay. A cult. Now, see, this is the thing. You do these guys a disservice by putting them so low on the totem pole, but yet you talk about how great they are.
Exactly.
In a strange kind of way, because I don't know about you, but never thought of hardcore singers being classified as squawkers.
Yeah, that's a no.
So it starts right off with a cult favorite of modern hardcore and physical artwork. Converge vocalist Jacob Bannon is one of the most influential musicians in the history of hardcore and metalcore. Do you see what you just said there? And they're not in the top 20.
Exactly. Bullshit.
His vicious squawks bundled up the chaos of Converge's instrumental section, draping incredibly thought-provoking lyrics in a brutal cloak. So did he sing into a cloak? Did he turn it black with his voice? What happened? His evolution to more spoken word deliveries was embraced by fans as well. And Bannon continues to guide the emotional compass to one of music's most extreme bands. And you put him on at number 42.
That's some bullshit.
Walk off.
Yeah. Oh, you motherfucker. You did not.
This really makes my ass chap.
Yeah.
Just like after eating jalapeno-laden fucking chili. maybe a ghost pepper or two. I think
Yeah.
you guys will also agree. Tell them who's at number 41.
Troy Sanders from Mastodon.
Wolf Hawk.
Yep. It is that time. He has to come out of the cage again.
Again and again until you just get your fucking head out of your assholes.
Yeah.
What in the utter hell? Well, let's hear what they have to say about this icon.
What? Just right off the bat, I'm like, what? The central voice of modern metal's most important band.
Most important band.
I'm not necessarily sure if I agree with that, but either way, if it is to you the most important modern metal band, why the fuck is he at 41?
That's what I'm saying. If that's how they feel about Mastodon, and let's be honest, Mastodon is by far one of the best, probably at the top of today's doom metal. They are. All right, give us some more.
All right, Mastodon's Troy Sanders came to us with powerful caveman grunts in Remission and Leviathan. His unique pipes got more melodic on Blood Mountain and Crack the Sky, ultimately becoming more of a clean singer in the 2010s. Regardless of style, Troy's voice always fits the mood, and with Emperor of Sand, he hit the most glorious high notes in his career.
Still doesn't explain why the fuck they put him at number 41 at all. They don't have to be, they aren't the best or most, I don't agree with the most important, because apparently he was cupping the balls and feeling the shaft at this point. Trying to make them feel good about themselves. Probably because Troy was like, what the fuck you guys do to me? Sticking me on at 41, what the hell? I've been around forever. And then what the fuck is a caveman grunt? Do you know what that would even sound like? Let's think about a caveman for a second. So is it like boom shataka what the fuck is a caveman grunt? Somebody tell me.
I don't know.
Caveman grunt.
Caveman grunt.
That's a new one for me. I mean, it's like, it's one thing when we're talking about
grindcore. Exactly, Kyler.
I mean,
stupid.
It's like a fucking cow that has the baddest fucking case of the Hershey squirts. That's what you get on a microphone. I'm sorry. He never sounded like that.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Now, this is a touchy subject for a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
There was a great loss not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are fans of the Black Dahlia murder, one of, I gotta say, one of the great bands of the last 20 years.
Agreed.
No matter how different they were, no matter how, they weren't mainstream, they weren't plastered everywhere. When they first came out, the label pretended like they gave a fuck. 10 years later, they didn't. But guess what? They were still a fan favorite. Every time they went out on tour, they played to big fucking crowds.
Yes.
Not to mention all the great festivals. They've been all through Europe, all the great festivals there. Incarceration, and I believe they were on Knotfest, and some of the... Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So for them to put Trevor Sternad at number 40 is yet again Wolf Hog worthy.
It really is.
Again, this is a death metal singer, guys.
Yeah.
It's like the third biggest death metal vocalist on this list.
Yeah.
And they're all so far in the back. I bet you they gave it to all the little artsy, fartsy, pansy ass fucking metalcore singers to be at the front. I bet you.
Most likely.
Damn. Whoever knew death metal could be so much fun. I mean, you start off the review like that, and then you have to look at yourself and go, why did we stick him at 40? This guy should be like 20, 19, 18, somewhere there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what fucking crack they were smoking. The answer is Trevor Sternad, along with being one of death metal's best pure vocalists, people.
Uh-huh.
Sternad was an infectious performer who oozed positivity and joy on stage. Fuck yeah, the guy loved what he did.
Exactly.
Shit. It was one of the most you could recognize an artist when you see one.
Yeah.
And there are those that don't really particularly care for being out front, but this guy really enjoyed it. From the early metalcore infused years of Black Dahlia, most people don't know that. They started out as metalcore, but violently went into what they were about to become.
Yeah.
Nocturnal and the melodic verminous, Sternad made sure that there was never a dull moment in the long and fruitful career of his band. So the only thing they had to tell us about his vocals was he was a pure death metal vocalist. Did y'all learn anything off of that at all?
Not at all.
Let me tell you, if you haven't checked out any of the albums that I mentioned, go check them out. Get them in your rotation. If you like good fucking death metal, melodic or otherwise, you'll dig their shit.
Agreed. What the fuck? Yeah.
Now they want to get fucking stabbing in true Loudwire fashion. Take a stab at a legend.
Yeah.
How many people here know that Napalm Death has been around for practically 30 years?
Probably everybody.
Legend. Napalm Death. Very, very legendary band. They were the pioneers of what all the cool kids seem to think is hot and hip, which is known as grind. But it wasn't called grind then. It was called fucking kick your teeth in and melt your face with our fucking guitars, and the drums fucking sawed you in half.
Exactly.
That was fucking... I know, I couldn't. I knew you knew him, Kyler. I knew. But even if you've never listened to a single Napalm Death song, you've heard the name, you've seen the name, chances are you may have caught, them on some compilation or, any video about the best of metal. Anywho, see Napalm Death for the first time and you'll leave convinced that their vocalist Barney Greenway was wearing a remote-operated shock collar.
What?
Really? So you think he's an animal, do you?
Apparently.
That's what they think when a vocalist, their entire body, self, mind, soul, gets into what they do. He must be wearing a shock collar. Would you prefer he just stand there and suck his thumb like all these other fucking pretentious little bitches in some of these bands that come out today? I know I don't.
No.
Jeez. His asylum-worthy performances, quotations, it looks like he's fighting a ghost.
What?
The guy fucking jumps around on stage. Who the fuck wouldn't to the type of music that they turn out?
Exactly.
Serious artists are not just going to stand there and expect everyone to just fawn over them like they're drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. What the hell? I'd be bored to fucking tears. Sure. Ozzy Osbourne, 74 years old. Sure, he wasn't allowed to move on stage, but goddammit, his whole body was gyrating. It was beautiful.
Exactly.
If you dig your music, you dig your music. Why should we be making fun of that?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Loudwire.
Agreed.
Speaks to the ferocity of Napalm Death, and nearly 3 decades after joining the Grind Pioneers, he's still got the inhuman swamp monster quality to his swamp monster.
Swamp monster.
We've gone from bowel growler to swamp monster vocals. Can anybody in the class tell me what the fuck swamp monster vocals is?
You mean it sounds like he's drowning or some shit?
Or gurgling fucking seaweed, miscellaneous tree trunks and shit, and fucking sludge and pond scum?
Yeah.
Guess what? His voice doesn't sound like that.
No, not at
all. Which spews messages of discontent for the system. What's wrong with that? Metal has always been about fighting everything that is considered normal, mind control, and every fucking else thing there is that we hate about society.
Exactly.
That's always been metal. We either tell you stories, personal stories, or how shit really is, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
So fuck off.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh, come on. Really?
I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked. This is by far my all-time favorite. I know, don't shoot the Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
My all-time favorite metalcore band because they have balls and don't whine. And they kind of started the whole thing.
That's fair. Number 38, Jesse Leach of Killswitch Engage.
I don't know anybody who didn't see the first Resident Evil film, and at the end for the credits, it was them, and it just, that double kick starts going and punches you in the dick.
Exactly. Let's see, if Jesse Leach's career with Killswitch Engage had ended with Alive or Just Breathing, he'd still be considered one of metalcore's founding fathers. But with his return in 2012 filling the massive shoes of Howard Jones, Leach ushered in another golden age of KSE. Powerful, anthemic, and emotional, he always summons a crowd to sing along with his mammoth choruses, performing each show as if it were an intimate gig in Westfield, Massachusetts.
And that's why metal will never die.
Absolutely.
Top 20 material, guys, not 38.
Agreed. No, definitely not.
Oh, if Hoof Beast was either watching or with us, he would be throwing the biggest shit fit you could ever imagine.
Oh, yeah. He'd be having a massive game.
They're about to attack another legendary vocalist and band that goes back to the 80s. That means they were killing it then before people realized that brutal fucking music was cool.
Exactly.
Kyler says, Resident Evil always makes me think of Slipknot and Killswitch while watching the movie. Of course. Yeah. It's synonymous. You know, that's why I always said metal and horror, they're on the same bus.
Absolutely.
Overkill's Bobby Blitz must have drank from the well in Tuck Everlasting because over the last 3+ decades, 40 fucking years, woo, he's yet to show any cracks in his vocal armor. That means his voice is still as good as it was in the 80s when they started.
And they could have just said that.
That would have been so much better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Remaining as youthful on late career classics like Ironbound as he was on the Feel the Fire debut record. That right there tells you, folks, this guy doesn't belong at 37.
No, he doesn't.
This is like handing the top 5 to like Conway Twitty.
Yeah.
Here we go. A genuine master of the stage. No shit. 40 fucking year career, people.
Mm-hmm.
Blitz brings some New Jersey attitude to the furthest corners of the world with his snarky stage banter and chest-beating bravado.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's not what he's doing on stage,
No.
people. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
He knows when to bow out of the spotlight, ducking behind amps while his bandmates take their solos, remaining crouched until it's time to pounce on the mic, returning to the front just in time for the next verse. That's called class.
Exactly. Hey, good night, Kyler.
Night, Kyler. We appreciate you, brother.
Danzig loves you.
Have special nipple dreams. That just hurt me. I'm hurt.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here's another injustice. I'm definitely letting you take this one.
Oh, yeah. I'm not happy about this one.
This is not cool.
Sake. You put motherfucking Chris Motionless from Motionless and White at 36? Wow. Mm-mm.
Obviously, they got to get their fucking ears checked.
Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go. Chris Motionless only becomes more undeniable each year. With a constantly evolving persona, Motionless has led his band into the promised land. He exudes the mystery of a 90s era rock star while fitting perfectly into the ever-changing Instagram era, where every big star must transform a la David Bowie from album to album.
Did they just say that Motionless in White changes every fucking album?
I didn't think they did.
They have a very signature sound.
Yeah. From seething metalcore bangers to anthemic rock anthemic rock anthems. Motionless is a master of commanding the perfect vocal performance for the right song. No. Anthemic rock anthems. I just can't get over that. That's horrible.
I can't get my head around that either. Rock? No. It is so beyond rock. To be perfectly 100% honest with y'all. There's nothing rock about this band. If that was true, they would be on mainstream rock stations, and they are not. That's how you know a very good metal band is the one that doesn't get played on mainstream radio.
Exactly.
There's a reason you don't hear Slayer.
Speaking of mainstream radio, moving on.
This one takes the fucking cake.
Come on, really?
So they're going to pick on the Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
David fucking Draymond of Disturbed at number 35.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure our illustrious co-host with us sometimes would argue that this is considered new metal, but it's not.
No, not really.
This is what we call a recipe for an excellent heavy metal band.
Yes. That I'll agree with.
Much like one of the other bands, Godsmack.
Yes.
They both kind of came out at the same time and are synonymous with just good old-fashioned fucking heavy metal. Like,
exactly.
It's got an edge, it's got some grit, but damn it, you can understand every word.
Speaking of Godsmack, this put some new stuff out. It's pretty good. Go check it out.
It's really good to see that a band like that, including Disturbed, are constantly upping their game.
Agreed.
Although I do kind of feel Disturbed
Yeah.
Step back a few steps with the one album, but I think they got more for us.
I agree.
The voice of David Draymond helped turn a generation of normies into metal aficionado.
And yet you put him at 35. You horrible people.
I would arguably say he belongs in the top fucking 10.
I have to agree with you. Yeah.
Because honestly, we're talking about a band that is still relevant and still as fresh as when they came out in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Still a legion of fans, still selling albums, and then fucking destroyed. This is one thing a metal band I never thought could do, and that's take a sweet little hippie song by Simon and Garfunkel and turn it into the darkest thing.
Oh, it's so good.
Because if you listen to the original Sound of Silence, it's pretty happy.
It really is. And like,
it's like a folk classic.
Yeah. He took it and made it what it was supposed to be, you know?
Let's just say Paul Simon and Mr. Garfunkel have become extra rich because this guy sang his ass off.
Yeah.
With no accompaniment because them two sang it together. Just David Draymond. And the one thing that I found so fucked up was the fact that they said, "Oh, you didn't know David Draymond could sing?"
Yeah.
That just kind of like hurt my heart, my little metal heart, because I'm like, everyone knows that man has an impeccably good, professional, well-trained voice.
Yes.
And could still put some stank on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
When bands like Korn and Limp Bizkit began losing steam at the turn of the millennium, which is true.
Get the fuck out of me. When did Korn lose steam? Limp Bizkit, fuck Limp Bizkit, but when did Korn lose any steam?
You want to know what I think it is? I think the reason they say that is because they were putting out so much, it overloaded people's minds.
I mean, fair, but I wouldn't say that they're losing steam if they're putting out content.
There was an album, I can't remember which one, but it just wasn't as strong. I'd say it was like maybe 5 albums in. Just it wasn't the good old Korn we know. And that's because people didn't take to the 80s kind of thing too well.
Yeah.
Because, again, surprise, Jonathan Davis is a good fucking singer.
Yes.
He can melodicize.
Yes, he fucking can.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with that? It's like, just because someone is an aggressive singer then suddenly shows you, hey, guess what? I can really sing, should not be a reason to be like, Korn's just kind of losing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was Disturbed that kept, obviously this guy loves Disturbed. Disturbed kept heavy music on constant radio rotation. Cannot disagree, cannot deny that Down with the Sickness was played at all hours of the day. And at the time, that was unheard of. Rap, hip-hop, R&B, techno was really ruling the airwaves. And they were the only ones that really, besides Korn, fuck Limp Bizkit, because I can't stand them. Nobody can stand them. Couldn't stand them then, can't stand them now. What the fuck?
He just put out new music, and I suffered through it. It was horrible. Don't waste your time.
Why am I not surprised that Grandpa can't? I'm sorry, the man looks ridiculous.
He really does.
Draymond's powerful projection, melodic sensibilities have worked all across the sonic landscape, whether it be abrasive Down with the Sickness or the dramatic Simon and Garfunkel cover of The Sound of Silence. Personally, I feel like that didn't really get to the heart of how
No.
great his fucking voice is.
No, it
Now, the
really
only
didn't.
thing that I do have a problem with when it comes to him, he doesn't command a crowd.
No, he doesn't.
He stands there and walks around. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You don't really see him interacting with the crowd much.
No, you really don't.
And I think after all this time, I really think that it has to do with an ego.
It must.
I really do. I think it does. Like he just expects everybody to go, oh my God, it's David.
Yeah.
Fuck every last one of you Loudwire bitches.
Mm-hmm.
How in the utter blue hell could you
dare?
possibly? Yes, you dare put Phil Anselmo at number 34.
Shame on you.
Pantera's legendary vocalist, Down's legendary vocalist,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy went on to do so many different bands and styles and rocked them all that you're going to put him at 34, Wolfhawk.
And the brain melt. Yep. No. Nope. No.
Love him or hate him, lyrically and vocals, you cannot deny.
No, you cannot. Cannot.
You know, the fact that he was able to front, I don't care about personal shit. I don't.
Yeah, no.
That when I think of music, I don't think about whatever was going on behind the scenes. I'm saying the music. He fronted the Megatron of Pantera and created a super band with Corrosion and Conformity vocalist, guitarist, fucking
Pepper.
I Hate God drummer,
Yeah.
and oh shit, I forget the name of the other band. It was a super band. It still is a super band. Before super bands were even fucking thought of.
Yeah.
Or recognized.
Yeah. I can't even do this. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, and they do not do him any justice at all.
No, not at all. What the fuck?
Really, the nicest thing they have to say here about him, I think they're a little biased. Just
Most likely.
saying. Phil Anselmo began the century with a final classic album from Pantera and went on head on into multiple metal genres with Down, Superjoint Ritual, Scour, and The Illegals.
Yeah. Come on. And blah, blah, blah. I helped resurrect Pantera, only sound like his voice hasn't aged a day. That may be true, but they did not do him justice at all. I'm sorry. That's fucked.
His brutality is only surpassed by his versatility, and Anselmo remains an unstoppable force of heavy metal. Okay, that part I agree with.
Yeah.
There was a time that his voice was not doing as good as it used to. The guy's 54, I think, years old. He's an older guy. And I don't know what he did, took a magic potion and elixir, but God damn it, he's singing those classic Pantera songs like a champ.
Mm-hmm.
God damn,
you're right on the money, brother. He's 54.
Ah, cool. I thought I was right.
Yeah.
See, I even surprise myself sometimes.
For sure. All right. How long are we going on, brother?
We'll do this last one, and I I think we're going to have a room full of pissed off metalheads because
Yeah.
they are now, once again, taking a stab at one of the most versatile, legendary vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Patton started with Faith No More,
Yeah.
which was a multi-platinum selling band.
Yes.
But it was true and clear to just about everybody that he had a penchant for all different types of metal,
Mm.
especially being experimental.
All right. Who in metal is a better pure vocalist than Mike Patton? What is it with them when you were used to the word pure? I don't think that word means what they think it means.
I don't think it does either, but I think that
No.
what they're trying to say is that the guy has a superior clean voice. No
Yeah.
growls, no screaming.
He'd certainly be higher on the list if we included his accomplishments in the rock space, but even when it comes to metal, he breaks every rule. His work on the Dillinger Escape Plan's 2002 EP, Irony is a Dead Scene, is one of the most unhinged things ever put to tape. His work with Dead Cross is unbelievably wild and violent, and his stuff with Mr. Bungle and Phantom Mass is nuts, and that's only 1/10 of the band he's collaborated with over his over 2+ decades. Never change, Mike. Okay.
He has a way of morphing, much like a chameleon, into these strange off the wall. I've actually kind of put him up against Frank Zappa. You know how weird Frank Zappa's music is?
Yeah.
It's
It
no
is.
different. It's no fucking different with Mike Patton. But the fact that that he's collaborated with the Dillinger Escape Plan,
Mm-hmm.
one of the heaviest mathcore bands,
Yeah.
I think is what it's called. Excuse me if I'm showing my age. Their shit is so technically brutal that it's like black metal, death metal, deathcore,
Yeah.
metalcore, fucking love child. That's
Yeah.
basically the Dillinger Escape Plan.
Pretty much.
And they, no matter how difficult it can be to listen to them because their shit changes so frequently, you don't know where the song started, where it got to the middle, or when it finishes.
Right.
But for him to do that, and we know him from Faith No More,
Mm-hmm.
it's astounding. He's also
Agreed.
played with fucking Dave Lombardo of Slayer and
Yeah.
Mr. Bungle. That shit is fucking trippy and it's awesome.
Agreed.
So I have to agree with them. Please don't ever change. But God damn it, why'd you put him at 33?
I don't know.
There's nobody else like him, never ever will be again. So give the guy the respect. All these fucking
Mm-hmm.
legends, even if it's just 20 years old, people, they have kept metal alive.
Exactly.
And the new blood coming in is starting to push it back to the surface.
Ooh, yeah.
Who would have ever thought you would hear Motionless in White on the radio?
I know.
It's unheard of in this day and age. Everybody wants fucking sex, drugs, and rap. Nothing against rap. I still have my favorites from. I know you hate it. That's fine.
I mean, there's a few I'm okay with, but for the most part, ugh.
I don't know. I'm from the everything before the 2000s, a teeny tiny portion of the early 2000s, and then you lost me.
Yeah, like some early Eminem is okay, but
There wasn't anybody alive that didn't get down to it in the 90s. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can say you are so metal to the core that literally your balls are made of steel and you're lying.
agreed.
Because somebody got down to it. And let me tell you, just because chicks like metal doesn't mean they don't like rap also.
For
so
sure.
chances are you had to listen to some of that.
Yeah,
People like to dance.
exactly.
Thank you all on this I Don't Give a Fuck Friday
Mm-hmm.
for suffering with us.
Yeah.
With this list thus far, and people, we're not even there yet.
No, this will definitely be a two-parter.
It's definitely a two-parter, so you'll have to wait for all the drama till next Friday. And one of the things I find myself going, didn't it say frontmen and front women?
So far, the only one we've had didn't even belong on the list.
Nope. And it was just one.
Yeah.
I sense a disturbance in the force in what they are about to do. And I think it's to be PC and to not offend anyone. And
Too
that's
late,
totally
I'm fucking
fine.
offended.
I mean, I've been offended already by where these fucking legends have been placed. But,
exactly.
We're all kind of stupefied over it.
We
to
are.
quote Disturbed. So, man, have a blast tonight. Be safe. Love one another. Love yourselves. But God damn it, stay heavy.
Rotting in this wasteland, left with some bleach to bone.